it's stressful, like, but it's the best thing in the world because you'll be just sat in the practice room and stuff, and it won't seem like it's going anywhere. And then you get out on the stage, you can't see anyone or anything, but you see your best mates beside you, and it's a brilliant feeling. It really is. Get a big kick out of it.
Yeah, hi, my name's Tony Riley. I'm one of the youth music workers here at the studio in Widnes. I'm part of a team and we run a programme here called Access All Areas, which is a big lottery funded scheme for 11 to 19 year olds, so they can get involved in all aspects of the arts, from music to photography to video. They can come in here and there's a place to go, there's things to learn, and there's projects to be involved in, so I'm one of the facilitators here to help people do what they want to do.
Steve, who works here, has really helped me with how to project my vocal and how to really mix in with the singing and the music, which is supporting that, and how to get a better crisp kind of delivery on the vocal and things like that. I just really helped the band along with that help.
It's awesome as well because you'll walk in, and if you're playing dodgy for that day, he'll tell you. The down to earth, they want you to be able to do well on stage. They don't want you to go on and make fools of yourselves, basically. So they need the helpers so big, everything better, basically.
They're all just so welcoming as well, so it makes it better.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're a really good example. Why are they a good example? Because this is a free building, and if people don't come, there's not much more you can do, really, in my mind. And this group of gentlemen are the type who, the door opens at 11 o'clock and they're here because they want to rehearse. That means they're real musicians. So the minute people are regularly here, instead of me just facilitating, I will suggest, say, how about, do you want me, are you ready for a demo, guys? And half the time they don't know. You say, are you ready to record now? And they'll agree, and then you say, okay, we'll set a date. And it we take things in stages and see where they want to go with it. Someone could come in and go, I want to be a pop star, and we don't know how to respond to that, because we'll start from scratch. Let's play some music together. Oh, I don't want to play music, I just want to sing. Okay, so what do you want to sing? So it's a very difficult route with some people. Perhaps part of offering everything can confuse people. So it's always good to, whichever you're working with, to narrow down what they do. These guys are in rehearsal anyway. I don't need to give them any pointers or clues, but what I can do is say, would you like to have a 5-track demo?
Yeah, definitely. If it wasn't here, I'd probably be sat in my room doing nothing, pretty much all the time. and I probably wouldn't have picked the music course at college or nothing like that. I probably would have went. Not even went to college even, because otherwise I wouldn't have a reason to go. So
we wouldn't have wanted to go forward and get the big gigs that we've got. We've played in some big places, and it's mainly because we have the chance to practice here and play here, so we wouldn't be able to do that.
Primarily, it's just to get youth involved. A lot of the time people will arrive and don't know why they're here. They just know they like guitars, or they like music, or more importantly, sometimes they're with people who play guitar and they don't, but they want to get involved. So our main thing is to show them it's very easy to do. There's a bit of a mystique with being a musician, and it shouldn't be. It's a very simple thing to get into, and I think most people warm to it if you just give them the right instruments or the right direction. And I think our aim is to allow people to discover. A lot of times someone will come and play one thing and ends up being a drummer or ends up being a filmmaker, and they didn't know they wanted to do that. A lot of the time people have these skills already from modern day technology like phones or whatnot, and they don't realise that they are a filmmaker. And once you give them that facility to upload and they see how easy it is, I think it's just it's the same as anything in this state. It's facilitating people to do it, and hopefully between the four of us and the rest of the staff who work here, we do that.
We've gigged with a lot of bands, not necessarily similar bands, because we're on like the new metal scene and stuff like that. But we've played with indie bands and normal rock bands, and even just solo artists like James Swift and that. And we've all become dead close mates with it because we're all doing the same stuff and we all help each other out if there's anything needs helping with, I guess.
Yeah, you can't be selfish. You've got to work up with each other.
Yeah.
There's no way anything's going to work.
I first knew of this project when I was 16 because I grew up in Bootle in North Liverpool. I live in South Liverpool now, right by Edgehill as it happens. And when I was very young, being in Bootle, it was a very deprived area with very little musicians and certainly no opportunities. There was one pub at the end of a road where you got stabbed if you played in. So I as a youth, I was trying to find anywhere, and I found out about a particular lady who started this, or who helped found the organisation, which is called Lucid. It was Jackie Florick. You've probably had some kind of chats with her recently. If not, you probably should. And she used to put shows on, and those shows were accessible for my band. I was in a weird band when I was a kid, so it was like, where do you go?
It's amazing. It really is.
It's like a 20-minute bus ride from where we all live and that, and it's like you just take us over the bridge and then we're here and we can just do our thing and just get down with the music and stuff, and then like you said, 10 hours go by and then you have to go home. Yeah, it sucks.
You don't really want to go home afterwards a lot of the time. And there's bands as well that have to travel to Liverpool and Waddington and places like that. I've done that a few times with other bands before this one.
And pay,
yeah. There's been a few studios where you'd have 50 quid for a day for a band, and it's just ridiculous. And then you come here and it's so much different.
Sometimes it's hard to quantify really what it means to them. Like, we ask them about what it means to them, and most of them will say it's kind of just the freedom that they have to create. So I also teach in a college and I teach music and music technology. Very strict curriculum, there's very defined boundaries where they've got to do a big shopping list of things to get a qualification, like a BTEC or something like that, or a GCSE. Whereas here it's just about discovery. So that's what I think they appreciate the most. They just do what they want to do. There's no time schedule for them other than the ones they set themselves. So it's just up to them. And then if they don't do any work, it just doesn't happen.
Community spirit is very difficult in deprived communities, and I'm pretty sure this is one of those, just like where I grew up is. From here to the Asda, there's not a shop open to sell milk or bread. That's a clear sign. There's no independent need. It's been absorbed by the local estate corporation shenanigans. So I think it's really important that I presume the reason this building was given funding was because of that notion. And so in my mind, as a visitor to this area, I'm like, this is all there is. There's pub, kebab shop, Asda. So to say it's important is an understatement, because I know that the people who come here to use this facility, if the facility wasn't here, they definitely wouldn't be doing this. They certainly wouldn't be meeting other like-minded individuals, and they certainly wouldn't have a safe place to be for most of the week if they chose to come here. So it's impossible to measure the importance.
Hopefully the funding for this place will carry on. It's only till the end of next year. And they need that, there's just so much underinvestment in the arts for young people. And in this kind of so-called era of austerity now, even less so, the arts are the first thing to get the axe. First thing to come into the shop. And you can see it happen in education. I see it happening in further education, where I am now. And you can definitely see it in the charitable sector, as kind of opportunities are closing for people from, working families. So it's so important that we're kind of trying to pass these skills on so they can keep something going, because we don't even know if this will still be here. We want it to be here, and I think the community wants it to be here, but we're fighting a big battle against a horrible government.
I think creativity is all we have as humans other than consumption, really. So